Thank you everybody. I'm your host, Jackson Neal, and welcome into the show here tonight. We have a great show planned for you guys here in my studio apartment. And we have 3 guests coming up, all from the book Seawolf by Jack London. Seawolf is an excellent coming-of-age story about a guy named Hump getting shipwrecked onto a schooner named Ghost. Now the people on the Ghost, they're hunting for seals, and they're captained by Wolf Larson, the biggest, meanest guys around. Although he is pretty smart, has some philosophical points about him, and is definitely a great read. That, Tipping Point and The Outsiders, I definitely recommend. No, seriously though, it's actually a really good book. You can get it at your local bookstore or Amazon.com for $7.99. Getting paid to say that one. Considering that Chasing Vermeer is for $8, paying $7.99 for this book, you'd be insane not to buy that. Alright, that's it for my discussion of the book. Coming up after commercial break, we'll be talking with Humphrey Van Veeden from Seawolf. This is Smack Talk with Jackson Neal. Alright, so I'm Jackson Neal here, back on Smack Talk, and we're here with Humphrey Van Veeden. And Humphrey, how are you doing here tonight?
I'm doing great tonight.
We got a lot of questions prepared for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so Hump, how did you get on the Ghost in the first place?
Well, I was aboard a ship that day, and all of a sudden another ship collided with ours, and I was stranded out in the sea. When all of a sudden I saw the Ghost, they brought me aboard, and they revived me.
Well, they saved your life, it seems like, so it doesn't seem that bad.
No, it was a nightmare. I could barely stand it. As soon as I got aboard and I was healthy again, they put me right to work, and I wasn't used to that living at all. I was not strong, and I couldn't handle that extreme, like, living.
Okay, so we know the work was bad, but how about the other crew members? Were they just as bad?
Well, the crew, they were brutal. They were insane to the normal people, but compared to Wolf Larson, they were nothing. Wolf was sadistic, he had no compassion for life, and he worked us half to death, and most of the crew died from him working us too hard.
Well, that seems like a pretty horrible place. Were there any good things about this experience?
The experience itself was awful, but I learned a lot from the experience. I learned how to navigate on ships, and I became much stronger. I could really say I learned how to stand on my 2 legs.
Wow, that is truly incredible that you were able to survive. My friend, pleasure meeting you. Hope to have you on again sometime soon. I'll see you. Alright, our next guest is here. She's smart, she's beautiful. It's Maude Brewster. So Maude, how are you doing?
I'm doing splendid.
Well, you look splendid as well. You're a pretty girl, did you know that?
Yeah. Thanks for your compliment, but I'm actually dating Hump at the moment, so I'm not really interested in you trying to woo me over.
Okay, I didn't know you were dating Hump at the moment, but we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Alright, we are back with Smack Talk with Jackson Neal, here with Maude Brewster. So Maude, anyway, how did you fall in love with Hump in the first place?
Well, we met each other through my work. I wrote poetry and he pretty much critiqued it. We were supposed to meet at a book reading, but his train was late and he missed me, so then I was shipwrecked and the Ghost picked me up, and I met Hump once again because he was on there. And he saved me from all the abuse that Wolf and all the crew members did to me. Then we went on an island when we escaped the Ghost, and after Wolf died, we were together again.
You said that Hump had to save you from things. Could you explain to us what that was on the ship?
Wolf all the time got too full of himself, so he would take advantage of me and thought it was okay to touch me. But one time Hump witnessed it and he almost stabbed him, but he just couldn't do it, so he spared him.
Man, I can't believe how bad that was. Almost as bad as standing in line at the DMV. Alright. Maude, it's time for you to go now, so see ya.
See you later.
Wolf, our final guest of the night, Wolf Larson, will be in today's segment of The Locker Lab. Alright, I'm Jackson Neal, here with Wolf Larson. Wolf, towards the end of the book, you were deaf, immobile, blind, had bad headaches, and yet you're sitting here now. How is that?
Simple. I was not dead. I was merely in a coma. When I was thrown into the ocean, a boat saved me and brought me back to Alaska for a proper burial. Now I live in an old woman's cottage.
Well, that was quite inspirational. Although you were alive and well, you didn't keep your crew that way. Why is that?
Another easy question. My philosophy is I am the big yeast, and everyone is the smaller yeast. I eat all the smaller yeast, and I control everyone. Everyone does what I say. I was born to think like that.
What? That's so awful. Who thinks like that?
I taught myself to think like that, along with my brother Death and my father. Oh, and another thing, this isn't Bill O'Reilly. You don't get to insult your guests. I have my own opinion. And now, let me excuse myself. I have another episode of House of Cards to watch on Netflix, and I can't miss that.
Well, that'll do it for this episode of Smack Talk with Jackson Neal. See you guys next week.
Jackson, wait, that's not how you end the show. What's your catchphrase again?
Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remember, kids, make good choices, stay in school, and always stay on top of the Smack Talk. I'm Jackson Neal.
Question mark at the end of the script. Everyone knows who'll read what's at the end of it. It's the 4th time this month. When will anyone learn? Oh my god. Oh, we're still filming? How do we turn this off? How do we here it is.